Hey, are we happy to see you today? We sure are. Please share this with a friend, a coworker, a neighbor. Please share this information with someone. Again, welcome to day 12 of 21 days of prayer. Glad to see you today. Let's get right into it. And we said this before, prayer should be our first response, not our last. You should be able to fill that blank now. Last resort. The armor of God is given to every Christian to contend with the forces of evil in our world. While it's available to every believer, Ephesians 6 says like this, therefore take up the whole armor of God that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. In other words, it must be taken up before it can be useful. That's our job. That's our responsibility. But unfortunately, many Christians have never learned how to use it. Without their armor in place, believers become sidelined by fear, distraction, temptation, unrepented sin, emotional pain, and frustration. But the key we got to do is recognize we got to put on the armor of God. And many theologians kind of say it like this. They speak of prayer as some spiritual discipline because it requires work, and it does. But in fact, it requires an all-out battle. It is not an idle pastime or an optional exercise reserved for more spiritual saints. No, prayer is the trench warfare carried out by everyday believers like you and I. The kind of prayer that changes hearts, that transforms neighborhoods, that rebuilds communities and revives nations is intense. It is fervent, and it is all business, and we need you in the prayer game because it takes proactive commitment on the part to set aside the time and the effort to be strong in prayer and to give energy to our praying. Colossians 4 says this, to continue earnestly in prayer. So what am I saying? Every Christian is called to be a prayer warrior, hand-to-hand combat in every aspect of daily living, fiercely fought in the front of our Father. That is what is committed Christian prayer looks like. We got to commit to this. We got to come to God. We got to come to our Father in heaven with not only our needs, but the needs of our community, the needs of people in our church, the needs of people in our family, the needs of people we work with day by day, cubicle to cubicle, office to office, people we see at lunch or at our school. They need us in the front line prayer. Again, Ephesians 6:18 says this from the Message paraphrase, in the same way, prayer is essential in this ongoing warfare. Pray hard, pray long, pray for your brothers and sisters, keep your eyes open, keep each other's spirits up, so that no one falls behind or drops out. So Paul instructs us to use every form of prayer that has been made available to us, and it is needed. Your prayer life is needed, and no one kind of prayer is better than the next person's. Each serves as a what? As a different and necessary purpose in the life of faith. So what am I saying? Never forget that prayer is a vital piece of this spiritual armor, our spiritual weapon. If you neglect this strategic piece of weaponry, you will find that the enemy keeps attacking you from up close. And so what we're talking about is the lance, that praying in the spirit. The lance keeps us, we got the sword for a close-up battle, but we need that lance in the spirit to keep the enemy at bay. And that's what praying in the spirit does for us. And so we must never stop praying, especially for others, and we are exhorted to always pray by the power of the Holy Spirit. The prayer assignment God gives us is to undo the effects of sin and darkness. We need to stay alert and continue in our prayer. By praying with all manner of prayer in the Spirit and by staying alert and watchful, guess what we do? We provide a groundwork for freedom for other people. They can stand in their lives. So what are we saying? Make sure you have on your prayer armor and then change your world through prayer. I know that was a lot, man, but it was good. So continue to pray. Pray in the Spirit more. We look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on the Faith for Today podcast. Enjoy your day.